Okay, so the next thing we're going to look at is the accumulator section in Odds Monkey. So this is a new addition to their service where they basically provide you three different options for extracting profit from the accumulator refunds that are on offer at the various bookmakers. So you'll often see things like um, a five leg accumulator. So if you put bets on five different matches and one of your legs loses, then they'll return the stake. That's a typical offer that they've got. So there's three different ways that you can approach this. The first one is called the accumulator no lay method. So this is basically what I call the lazy method, where you just look at the different matches that are available in the accumulator matcher and add those into the bookmaker, and you don't bother um, laying these bets off at the exchange. The reason is that these bets have been searched through Odds Monkey, and they look at the probability of these winning. And in the long term, you should um, you should earn money from these bets. So if I take an example, let's have a look through here. So let's have a quick look at the interface actually. So Um, you have a drop down here of all of the different Accas that are available at the different bookmakers. It shows you pre-populated with the minimum and maximum odds that are available, so that's in line with what's in the offer. So this is a Betfred six-fold Acca, and if one team lets you down, they'll refund your stake up to £25. So they pre-populate that in here. You assume that you're getting 80%. You'll be able to extract 80% from your free bet. It gives you a bonus of £20. So this column over here, if all of your bets win, you're going to make £21.37. If one of them loses, and there's a 51% chance of that happening. If one of them loses, you're going to lose £5, and there's a 37% chance of that happening. If two or more lose, then of course you're not going to get your refund. You're going to lose £25, so your stake, and there's a 10% chance of that happening. Now, this value here at the end is the expected value. So, what this says is if you place this Acca 100 times, then on average, you would expect to make £6.40 for each time you place that bet. Now, of course, what can happen is you can lose all of your stake using this method, and you can have a number of runs of bad luck when none of the Accas come through, but alternatively, you can have a run where they all come through. The point is that in the long term, the estimated expected value is calculated here, so that's what you want to be looking at. So in this case here, it's picked there's a number of selections that you can go through here. If you were thinking, well, it might look a little bit dodgy that I'm backing Ukraine against Kosovo because I'm in England and I don't know anything about that. Um, you might want to put something a little bit more a little bit more. That's gonna. That my point is, it's not going to make you stick out for the bookmaker. So you want to go under their radar as much as possible. This weekend, there's unfortunately a lot of international matches on, so betting on someone like Ukraine could be flagged by the bookmakers and get you gubbed. Anyway, the basic principle is that you can add and remove different legs into your Acca, and then that will recalculate your expected value here. You can then save this, and you'll see then that that goes into your Accas, and you can see the details of your Acca that you've got in progress there. So that's the first technique. The second one is very similar. It's called the lay at the start. So instead of not laying at all, this one is where you go through and look at um, the different matches that are available, and you lay them all off at the same time. So let's have another look. Let's find one that's decent. Let's Betfred £2. maybe William Hill. Okay, William Hill has got a expected value of £5.81. Looking at the percentage, if they all win, you get £19 back. 41% chance that it's going to you'll have one loss, so you'll lose £7.75. But overall, it's got an expected value of £5.84. In this case, you would just go to William Hill, you would put all of these legs into your Acca, and then you would be able to go through one by one and click these in the exchange and lay those off. So for example, here it's redirected me to the exact match in Smarkets, and I can just lay that off here very easily. So it's pretty simple. Again, you just want to check that all of the matches are in line with the terms and conditions of the offer. And I think you're allowed one per day. So just check those different things out, and away you go. Again, pretty easy. You can lay these all off at the start of the Acca. Right, now the third way to do this is called the Lay Sequentially Method. And usually this is the most profitable. So this technique involves you, um, as the title says, at the end of each leg, you then need to go and lay off the next leg. So basically, the Acca will recalculate the lay stake that you need to add depending on what's happened in the previous match. So again, let's have a look through here and see if we can find something. Let's have a look, for example, Labrooks. Okay, expected value of £3.99. If all of the legs in your Acca win, which you don't want, you're going to lose £4.25. If one of them loses, then you win £15. And if two or more loses, then you lose £4.25. So in this case, what you're looking to do is really hit the refunds. So you're hoping that one of the legs in your Acca is going to lose, and all of the rest of them are going to win. So in this case, let's say let's choose another one. Let's put Wales against Georgia in there. Five-fold accumulator. Okay, so there's my 5 there, and I've got an expected value of £4.40. Right. If I click save on this one, all I need to do now is go into my Accas. So now we get into this different interface here. Let's say that Wales beat Georgia today. I would then go back to the Acca here and I would click on 1. And now it would say I would need to go to the next match, which is Faroe Islands against Portugal, which should hopefully have lay odds of 1.18. Let's go into Betfair. We can check this out very quickly. And what will happen, sometimes your lay odds are going to drift, so they're either going to go out or closer. And you can update the lay odds here if they have changed, and it will recalculate your lay stake. So before every match, you need to really check the odds there. So the lay odds here are 1.18 still, so you're fine in that case. You would then go and lay £31.34 on that leg, and let's say miraculously the Faroe Islands beat Portugal. Okay, it will update and say one leg has been lost, therefore you do not need to lay any further. So basically you completely stop laying. You hope that Dortmund beat Hertha Berlin, you hope that Arsenal beat Swansea, and you hope that Atletico Madrid beat Granada. If all of that happens, then you're going to win £16.14 on that. Basically, you'll hit the refund from the accumulator. So it's quite a simple approach. The downside to this approach is that you need to be available after every game has finished to add your additional lay stake. You want to make sure that you don't miss any. So it's a little bit more time intensive, but again, there's ways to make money from Accas. So all of this is some great new functionality added by Odds Monkey. You know, there's money to be made, so I would suggest that you go ahead and start using it.